Good morning, my dears. Today we will talk about distance education. Let's start. But at first, let me give you an introduction. So, as a result of technical advances, distance education for nurses is flourishing in 21st century. The technological advancements refined the educational system and approaches. Distance education acts as a blessing to all nurses to continue their education and update their skills in their work setting with limited costs. So here is, as you see, it's written nurses. So it was taken as an example, okay? As an like general information. So definition. Well, distance education, distance learning, it kind of refers to the forms of the study where a geographic distance between learner and teacher exists. Distance education in nursing. So as I mentioned above, we took it as an example. Is that clear? So the continuation, the distance education, it's kind of using information technologies to overcome the separation of teacher and student. Can be used by nurse educators to provide access to educational programs. This three-part series discusses a variety of issues related to distance education in nursing. So what about the objectives of distance learning of nurses? It provides an efficient and less expensive method. It's kind of pursue higher education to all qualified and willing persons. It also provides opportunities of academic pursuits to educated citizens through correspondence instruction without disturbing their present employment. So after that, let's talk about the important characteristics. So the important characteristics of a distance learning is that, so in the distance learning, the student is like, it's kind of student centered, I can say. It's an indirect education. It's a flexible approach, independence to adult learner. So for example, you are not like under control of your teacher through like distance learning. The use of technical media, student support services distinguish it from non-conventional face-to-face education. So they were the important characteristics of distance learning. Let's continue. So what about the forms of distance learning? It can be internet enabled, it can be web based, it can be synchronous, it can be computer mediated, online, and asynchronous. So because of the pandemic, we are all like teaching online. So that's why I think that this video will be really handy for you. So what about the benefits of distance education? So at first, the initial thing is that it provides speeds like an efficient training, balancing inequalities, getting trained in conventional education, opportunity for the empowerment, improving the quality of existing educational services. And the last one is developing multiple competences. So Taylor's models of distance education is divided into five generations, like the first generation you see here, then second, third, fourth, and the fifth one. Then their approaches are synchronous and asynchronous. So what is asynchronous approach? So there, the participants in the same space at the same time, in order to attend to the material of teaching, all the students should assemble before the TV or broadcast to receive instructional material. It's more closer to traditional classroom, but you will be in front of your TV. So the instruction is delivered at different points of time, usually recorded videos, print materials, and etc. Learners have freedom to receive the instruction at their own time, space, and phase. Instructional delivery systems in distance education. So they are broadcast, satellite, video conferencing, computer-based automated response system, self-directed and independent study correspondence. So they're all like instructional delivery systems of distance education. So regularity, authority of distance education courses in nursing. So Indian Nursing Council and Distance Education Council are primary regulatory authorities to set standards, recognition and monitoring the distance education programs in nursing in India. So as I mentioned above, India and nursing distance program was taken as an example. It's just an example. Then, so challenges and issues in distance education in nursing. So they are gender issues, importing skill and values, technological challenges, socio-economical factors, learner with disabilities, language barrier, and diverse cultural patterns. So what about the summary? Okay, so conclusion. If you have questions, you may leave them as a comment and I will try to answer. I was so happy to be with you. Thank you for being with me. Goodbye. See you soon. Thank you a lot.